James McFadden joins me right now, and win number 3 of 4 of the week here at Willamette. Huh?
Yeah, good night. Obviously, finally found a bit of speed in qualifying, which is nice. Makes you night a little easier, and then didn't know what we were going to get after all that track prep, and the track was a lot of fun. So hats off to the guys for doing some track prep there, and yeah, it was, like I said, a pretty adventurous race. There was a lot of stuff going on there, and yeah, we just had a pretty good car. We could maneuver wherever we wanted.
Yeah, Robbie said that's the brakes with the yellow thing and the whole restart thing, but he said he wouldn't have tried the middle like you tried, so it probably wouldn't have mattered.
Well, they never actually turned the green on, so I didn't go at the first start, so it was pretty confusing. The green turned on coming into turn 3, so
yeah,
it is what it is at that point. Obviously, I was pretty confused. I had no idea no one was talking on the receiver or anything, so yeah, learnt from that first start, obviously, and then yeah, Dominic showed his nose there, and we just had to step it up a little bit more.
Yeah, when he shows his nose like that, were you getting complacent, or were you just trying to figure out where to go?
Yeah, I was just trying to pace myself with lap cars. Like, the speed difference was a lot, especially on entry to the corner, so I was just trying to figure out before I got to the corner what they were doing, and that slowed my pace up a bunch, and a couple chased me up the racetrack a little bit, so I lost a lot of momentum for probably 2 or 3 laps, and then he showed the nose, so I just thought I've got to take a few more risks and try and pick him off a little quicker.
Yeah, because it's hard to tell how the track's going to race when you have all these different conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, and it seemed that some of those guys down the back there were just struggling with their cars or knowing where to be on the track and trying to search the same as what we were doing up front. So that made it pretty difficult. I had a couple of them pass me back, and yeah, I said if that was a race for the lead, it'd be a lot of fun. But when you're leading the race, it wasn't as fun. But yeah, like I said, just trying to pick and choose the battles that that I could get into, and yeah, we come out with a win, which is great.
So 3 out of 4 in the Tarleton, and you never jumped in this car, never seen it before, but it's pretty cool to have these guys behind you, huh? Yeah,
obviously Drew, Nate, Gage are doing a really good job. They so every time I get out, I have a little quirky thing that I need changed or done, and they can see it, and what I feel is kind of what Drew can see as well. So that's made everything pretty easy, like a pretty easy fit just to jump in and feel pretty decent. And I think every time we hit the track, we're getting a little bit better. Obviously, there's going to be a point where we go the wrong way and learn each other, our language. But yeah, Tom and Tommy Tarleton have obviously given me a great opportunity, and I've got to drive some really cool cars over the years with KKR and Dennis Roth, and now this car. So it's yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool as an Australian to be able to come and drive these these pretty famous race cars.
Yeah, we always forget because we live in the moment, but we were looking back on my race pass and kind of looking at your last few years, and we were like, what car did he drive? And then we were like, oh man, that just brought back a lot of memories and all the cool cars you've driven over the years.
Yeah. I've been lucky enough to be with great people, great crew chiefs, great car owners. Yeah, and I just love what I get to be able to do. All
right, well, we'll see you tomorrow in Elma.
Will do. Thank you.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt. Robbie Price joins right now, and night 4 here at Willamette. The start, well, I guess we won't really talk about that, huh? Because I don't even know what to say about the start. So we had a start, you had the lead, they decided to do a round 2 there, James got you, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They left the yellow light on. Unfortunately, it happened. I don't know if I would have thought to go through the center like James did anyhow, so that's makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, no, I mean, it sucks, but stuff happens, and we're all human. We make mistakes, so it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it now. But yeah, we came home 3rd, so after the week we've had, that's probably pretty good. So we're happy about that. We'll head to the car wash and get ready for Elma.
Yeah, now you go back to Elma where you have a lot of laps, and we go to Skagit next week where you have a lot of laps.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Obviously, we've been rolling pretty good lately at Skagit. We've been qualifying and heat racing good, and not very good in the features on these NARC shows. So hopefully tonight's the start of the uphill climb, I guess.
Yeah, I heard you were joking with somebody that you were going to pack up after the dash. Maybe you should pack up after the dash, huh?
Yeah, I mean, the way things are going, we thought about just loading up after qualifying, going out last and pulling off second. But yeah, no, we've been good. We've been fast. Just victim of circumstance and just, some bad decisions. So it is what it is. We're rolling. It goes into the box tonight. So just looking forward to the rest of the week.
And you can drive 3.5 hours now, and then the crew doesn't have to work too hard, right?
Yeah, not too bad. I try not to be too much of a slave driver. I do my part and help out. So I try not to work them to the bone too much.
Who would you like to thank?
Malhat Auto Recycling, Shark Racing Engines, Robin Lee Layton, Grinders Automotive, Drifty, Baldy, Cal Creek Mining, Mark Houston, obviously, and Debbie Houston for packing the fridge for us all week.
Nice to have them with you.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's Mark's old crew, so it's a little old school, but we get a lot of naps in and a lot of work done too.
If you have any motor issues, I know you know where to go, huh?
Yeah, I know the guy to call.
All right, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt. Max Mittry joins us right now, and hey, we've been talking to Mittry Motorsports all the days this week, huh?
Yeah, you've been talking to him a lot more than I, but finally, yeah.
You have been fast. I mean, I know you took a year off there, and so I haven't talked to you in a while, but you've been showing a lot of speed, and it's all about putting it all together, huh? And tonight, 4th place run, good run for you.
Yeah, not bad. Definitely just haven't had any luck this week at all. I think I've only finished one main, and I've wrecked more stuff than I have all year this week. So it's good to finally actually finish something and have a strong one with it.
Now, is your setup different than what Justin runs, or how do you do your own stuff, or how do you guys kind of do that?
It depends what I have helping me. Like, for instance, I have Rod helping me this week, so obviously we're going to be a little bit different than when he is. But for the most part, they're pretty similar. Like, we'll bounce back ideas, and I'll try something else to see if it works than what he's trying. But they're pretty close for the most part.
Yeah, and you're having fun? You must be having fun. You look like you're having fun.
Today I was. The rest of the week, I don't know. It was a little rough, but been a lot of work. But just happy to finally finish something.
Is there a lot of pressure to keep Dad happy?
A little bit. I mean, more or less, I just have super high standards for myself, and I do a lot of this stuff myself, so I'm just really trying to make sure everything's put together right and go in a circle pretty good. So I feel like we did that tonight.
And last year, I don't think you ran. Did you run? I don't think you ran the 5 days, right?
No, I just Dirt Cup.
Just Dirt Cup. So and you didn't run the year before, right? So I don't know if you've gotten any of these. So these tracks are all new for you, right?
2 years ago, or what would that be?
Yeah.
3 now.
Yeah.
I ran the fastest 5 days, so I've ran all these once, but that's about it.
Okay. So, so who helps you out on this whole thing?
My dad, for sure. He spends the most money, and he lets Justin and I do whatever we need to do to be fast. He gives us all the right tools, and Shasta Realty Group, they came on board this year. Same with Steve Manning Construction. They also came on board this year. They helped me out a lot. And High Performance Lubricants, Smith Titanium, Walker Performance Filtrations, Yuba Sutter Aviation, Sark Racing Engines. There's just a bunch of people to thank, and I'll make this thing go around in a circle.
All right. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
And if you ever have an idea, you should mic your dad up for a whole night and post that up on YouTube. That would be gold.
It would get taken down and age restricted.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you.
This is Sean, and you're in the dirt.